Hi, my name is Dan Kurlick. I'm the Chief Growth Officer here at Cirrus, and I'm excited to walk you through our new and amazing support app. So this technology was built to allow you to go to a display without ever needing to call Cirrus and troubleshoot on site in a matter of minutes. So what we're going to simulate here is a panel outage. And what I'm going to do is just disconnect the cable to kind of simulate a panel going out. And what you can see here on the display is it's not obviously to send information all the way through. We have a couple panels out. So let's get to the app. And what you're seeing here is the interface, which again is all connected via the ScreenHub ecosystem. And I'm connected to this display. It's a 2x6. It's online, and I'm going to click what's wrong. So this will pop up with a couple options. There's really not many because it's such a simple product service. But we have a panel outage. So it needs to send data to the cloud and back to the display. And what it will do off the get-go is a simple power cycle. So this will allow us to see if the power cycle corrects the problem. And if not, it'll provide troubleshooting steps that we can take to get this rectified. So you can see now it's turning off. And it's going to turn back on in a second. And as you can see, once it's back on, it did not correct the problem. So it's going to offer some troubleshooting steps so we can get this rectified. All right, great. Now we're ready. It's telling us, okay, that did not solve the problem. We're going to press start. And it's going to walk us through some steps. So what it will do to start is try to map itself to see if it can send data across the entire chain of panels. And what's incredible here inside the app, it's also dynamic, showing you what panels it sees and what it doesn't. So as you can see on the larger screen here, it's not mapping all the way through. We'll click next, and it will start to recommend some of the steps. So the app has identified that the two panels in the middle are the issue. It could be this one, maybe it's the output port, or it could be this one, it could be the input. We don't exactly know. So it's going to recommend put some sticky tape just to make sure you remember where you're working. I think it's a little more relevant for larger displays, but good practice nonetheless. And I'm going to click next. And what it's going to do is power off the display so I can safely work on it. So first step, it's going to recommend check the cables. Like, why not? Probably unlikely. These cables are made really well. But that's the first thing it's going to recommend. Let's pretend I go back there and I check the cables. They're all fine. So let's click next. Have I completed the cable check? Yes, I have completed the cable check. So it's going to power back on, and it's going to attempt to try to map itself again all the way through the chain. And as we would know, it is not able to do that. So inside the app, again, it shows you, nope, I cannot send data across all the panels. I'll click next. So what it understands is we're going to have to swap a panel. So it's a very simple process. I'll click next. And the display is going to power off so I can safely work on it. I'll go behind the display and pretend that I put the panel back in. Simulating that by placing the cable back in, and I'm going to click next. Have I completed the panel swap? Yes, I did. So it's going to power back up, and now it'll attempt to map, and guess what? Yay, it's able to map. So we did a 30-second panel swap. That's pretty much all it takes. It mapped all the way through. The app can see it. It gives me a little pat in the back. Great job. All panels are now connected. I'll click next. It's going to run a couple things in the background to make sure everything's okay. And what it will do is put a little rainbow pattern on the display to make sure the person on site notices everything looks fine and good to go. We'll click yes, it looks great. All the panels are connected. And it's then going to go back to the image that was in the schedule. And the really cool part about this app, as you can see, it's going to create a support ticket as well. And every step that you took on site is being recorded, logged, and sent back to support. So support knows that you worked on it, looks like you did a great job. Maybe they see something that looks a little off, they can then call you and be proactive. But what's amazing about this app, the first time in the industry, you're going to be able to go to a display, service it in seconds, and get that display back up and running for the customer, and you can go home. No waiting for support or hours on site. Time is money, obviously, but this can be done 24/7, any time of day. And what we'll be bringing to this app is the install component, which will allow you to install a display without needing to call support. So between the install, between the servicing, this technology and the back end that we have is super sophisticated to make your lives easier and reduce the cost of servicing. Thanks for watching. All right, bonus video. So the display I was showing in the support app is our brand new, completely fabricated 2x6 foot display that will come on a pallet exactly as you see here. So this particular version is for brand new installs. So this is geared for 6-inch square poles, and you can see it's a single pole or double pole. Either flavor is perfectly fine, and it's going to come with self-tapping screws. You can see here where the screws will go in through the pole, and obviously at the top as well. And you can bring this on site, pop in the panels, slide this over the pole, use the provided self-tapping screws, and you can go home in a matter of an hour, if that, to install this. Super simple, super easy, super clean. It should be the quickest install you've ever done. And I think what is meaningful about this, it reduces the complexity to install, but no skilled labor needed whatsoever. You don't need to worry about sourcing aluminum and worrying about all the tariff impact that everyone's had over the last, obviously, couple months. But our objective is, how do we continue to help sign companies simplify the complexity of the install? We know everyone struggles to get skilled labor to fabricate not only displays and channel letters and everything else, but if we can take this off your plate and simplify it, save you money, reduce time on site, we hope everyone's going to be excited, and the feedback so far has been incredible. So we'll have standard sizes that we can ship completed like this, whether it's a 4x8, 3x8, 3x6, 2x6, 2x8, all the typical standard sizes. We have some adjustments going to be made. We're going to reduce the number of holes here. We're going to actually just make this flat, just with the little Cirrus logo for the ventilation on the side. So a little cleanup we still have to do, but we're excited about this. We are quoting these now. You can certainly get that pricing from your sales rep. And we will have 2 other versions as well. And we'll send some information that you can kind of see what that looks like. But there'll be a retrofit version of this that'll make it super easy to attach to existing infrastructure. And there'll be a wall mount as well. With no angle iron needed. We'll provide you everything to get that up onto a wall super quick. So happy to talk more about this and show you what it all means and what the pricing looks like. So thanks for watching our bonus video with our new completed fabricated cabinets.